Welcome, Player 1. Please insert coin to play.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion, and I'm looking today at the heart of Salamanderland. That's easy to say when you're sober. So, here we go. This is on the Amstrad GX4000, and it's, well, I mean, Indiana Jones vibes straight away. It's very cool, actually. I like this a lot. It kind of gives me definite Indiana Jones vibes, but I don't know. There's so many games you could sort of say this is taken inspiration from, but all of them are evading me, and I keep jumping on these spikes, which isn't fun. So precision jumping, I think, is something we're going to have to get used to in this, but we'll do our best and we'll get through as much as we can. So yes, this is also on the CPC as well. It's not just the GX4000. So if you've got a regular Amstrad, then this is right up your street. So, you have different enemies in the screen, as you can see. You can whip them. You can't whip upwards, though, so some of them you've got to avoid, some of them you can destroy, some of them you can't. Simple as that. We'll have a look at the controls and the graphics, the sound, and everything else that comes with it, and see how far we can get today. Now, I'm pretty sure I can't get that because there's spikes on the ceiling and there's spikes on the ground, so we'll have to try and figure that out. So we've got ghosts and we've got zombies so far, and one good crack of your whip will dispatch them quite easily. But timing is of the essence, because if you miss time, they'll come and hit you and take away one of your precious life bars. Now, you can see here it's kind of a puzzle game as well, so your actions will open up new areas of the map, and you can go and do that. So you just saw there when I whip the switch, oh yeah, when I whip the switch, the floor disappeared. So we could get into a new area of the game. Kind of like that, So you got to basically explore and find where all the hidden stuff is, and be able to get to the next parts of the game. So let's have a quick look at the UI, which is very simplified, and I like it. There's no score. You'll notice there's no scoreboard. Oh, no. So it doesn't matter what you're doing. And these... Oh, buggering hell. He hit like a truck. Okay, so he takes a lot of health away from you. Oh, I like that. It actually goes and shows you what the switches do. It's not just a guess what that did kind of scenario. Okay, so you do have health bar. We'll start again. And because that was a very quick game, wasn't it? But we'll start again. We will start again. So right, hopefully a better playthrough this time. All right. So if you land on spikes, it's instant death. So you definitely want to avoid those. Everything else is pretty much, I think, destroyable. So any enemy types, you can destroy them with a well-timed crack of your whip. So this guy, you can't duck and whip at the same time, which is a shame. That would have been a nice feature, but I'm not going to complain because that adds to the challenge of the game, doesn't it? I do like the enemy types. They're very cutesy. So you got like little snakes at the top, or whatever that's meant to be, a dragon. I don't know. Then you got the spirit faces floating around. So we can't get across there just yet. So we obviously got to find the switch or something like that. But graphically, it's really nice. I like this a lot. I don't cover the Amstrad as much as I should. Same for the C64, really. Actually, there's so many consoles that I've got sort of access to that I don't bring to the channel. And I think it's time we change that. But it all depends on what I'm feeling on the day, I suppose. So we've got health potions here. So let's look at the UI. I was going to do that before. So yeah, you notice there's no scoreboard. But there is in the bottom left-hand corner, you do have a nice healthy hit bar. So you've got lots of hit points there. You've got 3 lives to start with. Just lost a bar. So it's 5 bars of health. Once you lose all those 5 bars, then you lose a life. Lovely jubbly. Now, The jumps are quite precision based, so you'll have to get right to the edge and then leap off, just so you don't do that and fall down. Well, I did that on purpose, but I'm just giving you an idea. So you want to make sure that you're doing all that and making sure that you really are on the edge of the ledges before you leap, because sometimes those spikes will be just there waiting for you. And you'll notice as well that as soon as you sort of get into the range of a zombie, they will just turn around and twat you. It's not fun. The skeletons with the swords take 2 hit points off you per thing, so that's not very nice at all. I'm not looking forward to jumping this bit, because he's going to turn around and probably assassinate me straight away. And but it's such a... Oh, well, got him. Hey, there we go. Wait till the back's turned. Such a cowardly move, but it works. It works. Those stupid skeletons never see me coming. And then I just turn around and then jump on the spikes. That was genius. Well done, Richie boy. Anyway, the game is actually really nicely put together, and I'm very happy to have picked this one to bring to you guys, because it is fun, and fun is the name of the game. Because if a game isn't fun, then what's the point? But yeah, this is a great one. Really enjoying this. Good fun platform, good solid platformer, and if you'd had this on the Amstrad in the day, I think you'd been quite impressed with it, to be quite honest. It's one of those lovely games that you could just pop on a Saturday afternoon, or when you come home from school. That's the kind of things I'm thinking of, because those are the games I would have played when I was back in my school days. Obviously, I would have played it on the Spectrum and had to go around my friend's house to have played it on a CPC. But there you go. I had a Spectrum, he had an Amstrad, so we were always comparing notes on games. It was good fun. But yeah, there we are. The controls are nice and easy. You go up and down, left and right, jump and whip. Simples. So jump goes up the ladders, and you can drop down the ladders by pressing down. Nice and easy on that. So and they're very responsive as well, the controls. So you've got no problem with any sort of lag or delay, which is always a good thing, because we don't like lag and delay in our games, do we, folks? No, we don't. So the music and sound is very nice. You've got this cool little soundtrack going as you sort of get yourself through the game, and you've got all the sound effects as well, and they're all very... this sounds silly. They're all very Amstrad, and you'll know what I mean if you've had an Amstrad in the past. That the Amstrad and the Spectrum and the C64, to that matter, all have a different sort of way of doing their sound, and they're very sort of unique sounding, aren't they? And that guy just killed me. I don't think there's even reason for me to be in this part. There's nothing here for me to do, so I've just wasted my life for no reason. But yeah, it all just works really nicely. You've got this lovely soundtrack going through. It doesn't irritate. It might irritate some, but it doesn't irritate me, so I'm just going based on my views. I'm not sure if you can turn the music off or not. Perhaps there is a key for that, I don't know. But there you go. So, Heart of Salamanderland, which is actually really, really cool. I like the fact you've got different enemies to contend with as well. So it's not just, oh, just look at him, he wanders up and gets hit. These skeletons are out for your blood, man. As soon as they see you, they do that. And then, I mean, I'm like, yeah, he didn't run at me then. Maybe the stairs stopped him from doing that. But, yeah, they do take a good portion of your health away, so be very careful around them. So I'm going to talk about accessibility sort of things now, gameplay and all that. So, from a gameplay standpoint, it's incredibly playable and it's good fun. And I think this is one of those games that you should add to your wish list, especially if you're an Amstrad fan. The Amstrad does not get enough love, in my opinion. But I'm going to try and change that and bring some Amstrad games and GX4000 games. There's so many sort of indie games now coming out for all the systems. It'd be, and I kind of, when I started this channel, this is a weird one. When I started this channel, I'd had this kind of idea of just doing retro games that we all knew, and maybe ones that we'd not heard of, and it was going to be based on the ones that had already been released. And then over time, it's kind of just evolved into this, giving these developers a showcase or a platform to be able to have their games reviewed, and hopefully you guys go off and buy them. I get absolutely no commission. I don't ask for money from the channel. If you want to go and get me a coffee, that's absolutely fantastic. If you want to subscribe to my Patreon, again, absolutely fantastic. But it's all choice. But it all helps. So yeah, I get nothing for endorsing anybody, but I'm more than happy if the developers get a bit of cash from you guys, because their games are well worth the money. So you know me, I'll tell you if it's a rotten egg, and I'll tell you if it's a golden egg. So yeah, in me you place your trust, and I hope that these reviews inspire you to go off and play the demo versions as well, so you can actually play them before you buy them. God, that jump's really getting to me, that one, isn't it? But yeah, you know, again, going back to playability, absolutely on the money. Absolutely on the money. Replay value, it's there. It's there. It's a challenging game, so you are going to come back to it. And hopefully you'll enjoy it. And that's the other thing, enemies respawn when you leave the screen, so just be aware of that. But everything works incredibly well. And this, if your kind of game, you're going to absolutely lap this up. And, you know, the younger ones will like this because it's colourful. The colours are really nice. So I'm going to say age rating is pretty much going to be any, and you know, it can be enjoyed by all members of the family and all age groups, and I think that's a really, really good thing. It's not, I suppose, it's not a rarity these days for games to be able to be played by the entire family, but from difficulty perspectives, some games are just ridiculously hard, and I think that kids would get frustrated really quite easily. So, but this isn't one of them. This has got a nice learning curve. It's good fun. And it's just an absolute joy to play. So there you go. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it there, folks. I hope I've given you enough information to make your mind up if you want. I'll put the link in the description for you, so you can pop along to the developer's website, say hello, and get yourself a copy of the game. I can't remember if it's a paid-for one or not, without going onto the developer website, which I'm not going to do because I'm currently playing a game. But I will provide the link anyway. If it's a free one, great. If it's a donation-based one, just give them something, even if it's like £1 or $1 or whatever currency you guys have from where you're from. But I hope you've enjoyed this review as much as I've enjoyed playing it, because this has been a really good game. So this is going way up on my scoreboard. So thanks very much for tuning in. Really appreciate each and every one of you for doing that and supporting the channel. So thanks very much. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and click that little notification bell as well, so you'll be the first to get new content delivered to your inbox. So I will leave it there for you, my lovely followers, and I will catch you again very soon with something new to look at. So thanks very much again for tuning in. I'll catch you again soon, and as usual, it's keep it retro, and it's bye for now. Bye bye!